Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't seen me before, my name is Sharon and I do all things anti-aging. If you like the video, please consider subscribing, if you have the time that is. Now I have been away for a while, just certain things been happening in the old Murray household. My daughter's moved back in, so I just spent so much time decluttering, getting all my things that I haven't used in a while out so that her things can come in. So that's not been a problem at all. It's good to have her back. Now anyway, in the anti-aging world, what have we got for you today? Now I was using the Hifu, and that was to try and combat my jowl area and my neck area. I've been using it now for about 2 months. Now I'm talking about consistently for about 2 months. Now I was using it quite a lot on the jowl and the neck area. Now I do know it takes 30 days for your collagen to be stimulated. It's not like I'll use it today and tomorrow I will see a noticeable difference. It doesn't work that way. Most anti-aging tools don't work that way. If you're trying to stimulate your collagen or your elastin, it does take 30 days. So keep that in mind, guys. Now, like I said, I have been using the Hifu, but I am now going to be using the radio frequency tool. The one I have here actually comes with a little cradle, and this is it. Well, you charge it. You just charge it on your USB plug, basically. You know, the ones that you charge your mobile phones, etc. You just take it out the cradle and it's ready for use once it's charged. Now there is a lot of science behind radio frequency, so I want to start using that at the moment to see if it makes a better difference. Now, as you can see, I'm going to post a couple of pictures of what my jowls and neckline looked like 2 months ago in comparison to what it looks now. Now, you be the judge, because, you know, when you're looking at yourself all the time, you think, well, I don't really see a difference. But somebody else that hasn't seen you in a while might say, oh, well, actually, there is a difference. So I will just pop those pictures up and you be the judge. Now, for this one, you have your on button, which it's on. You have your, I haven't got my glasses, your infrared button. You turn that on, can you see that? And then you have your power switch to whatever strength that you want it. So that would be your 1, 2 and 3, that's the highest strength. You would always use this with a conductive gel. Now it has to be water based, because oils will not work. It has to be water based for the this radio frequency tool to work. So let's stick on a bit of aloe vera gel, because I did have a conductive gel, but it's all gone, and you don't have to go and buy something very, very pricey as long as it's water based, and aloe vera gel is water based, plus it's very good for your skin. So we'll pop some of the aloe vera gel on before we start, and I will put it on the neck and jowl area. Now, like I said, I have this on a 3 because I have used it before, but not as often as the Hifu. Now, for this to work, it has to be flush against the skin. Now, that's it, flush against the skin. When you take it off, the light goes off. When you put it on the skin, the light comes on. See that? You'll be able to see it there. Now, for this, you don't hear any buzzing. You do not feel any heat per se, but I do recommend that you swipe. Don't just hold it in the one position. Now, with the Hifu, I did keep it here for longer than I should, and actually burnt me. So with the Hifu and anything that creates a heat, move it on the face. Don't just hold it in one position, because oh, this is the area I need to hold it here for ages. No, don't do that, because it can cause burns. But move it slowly along the skin in the area that you want to treat, and even if it's the whole face you want to treat, do the same thing. And move in upward strokes, sorry guys, and you can do your treatment, maybe a 10-minute treatment, a 15-minute treatment, whatever you feel is best for your skin. Remember, it's your skin and you are the best judge. Now, like I said, there is a lot of science behind radio frequency. Now, this I find much more gentler than the Hifu. The Hifu can really heat up. I have used it before. I even used it one time where I went a wee bit too high on... Actually, that does the same. You can hear your hair sizzling. So this thing heats up. Now, what happens, it's heating, it's not just heating the top layer of the skin, it's actually penetrating further in, and that is stimulating your collagen. Now, I did say before with the Hifu, be careful that it might melt some of the fat in the face, and you don't want any hollow looks in your face, especially under the eye area. Not that you're supposed to use it straight under the eye area, but you don't want anything to hollow in the skin. Well, doing a bit more research on that, I have found that none of these tools are strong enough. They don't heat up enough to actually melt the fat underneath the skin. So that's just one thing to take into consideration. It won't. If you go to a doctor's office, a dermatologist, etc., then theirs is much, much stronger and much, much more expensive, guys. Now, there is one radio frequency that I would love to use, and that's the Nebulift. Very, very expensive, you know, for the likes of myself, because we are talking in dollars about $500, and their conductive gel is about $90. Now, that's just what it says on the website. I haven't looked up what that is in pounds or euros, but that would be something worth considering if the dermatologist's office is, I mean, they're expensive. You can pay maybe over $1,000 per session. So to invest in the Nebulift for $500, and then you have it, you know, all the time. The conductive gel, now you could just, if you get a conductive gel with it, but when that's done, do you want to pay $90 for a bottle of it? Just use your aloe vera gel, because it's water-based, and that's what you want to use. Now, obviously I'm not going, you do the exact same on the other side. If you're doing the forehead in upward motions, here, upward motions, just keep everything moving up the way. And that would be your treatment. Do the same, obviously, on the other side. Make sure your face is clean and dry. Then add your aloe vera gel. Put this to the strength that you feel is most comfortable for you, and then use it. Something like this, because it is not salon strength, people ask me, how often can I use it? I used to say 6 to 8 weeks, but because of the strength of these things, you could use it every 4 weeks, maybe every 2 to 4 weeks. But because it's not strong enough to really do any damage, but let your collagen, you know, build up. Because what you're basically doing is damaging the collagen, and then it is sending a signal and saying, listen, we have to fix this. Let's add more collagen that plumps up the skin, and it gives you that more youthful appearance. So once you've done your radio frequency treatment, you can use this as well, and this is the high frequency tool. And these glass cylinders, you get different types. You get ones with a tiny little ball on the end, which is very, very good for, they call it the pimple popper, a pimple zapper rather, and it's good for zapping pimples. It's also great for lymphatic drainage. It's good for fine lines and wrinkles. It's good for if you have acne, it's really good for that. It's also very good for the pores, like shrinking pores. Now, a lot of times people say, well, you can't actually shrink your pores, but it can give the appearance of the pores looking smaller. It's also very good as an antibacterial treatment. So if you do suffer from acne or any breakouts, this is a great little device to get. They're so inexpensive, and they actually do work. So how does it work? You get a little button here, you turn it on, You'll hear a buzzing sound. If you're in the dark, you will see this cylinder glow. Break the charge before you put it on your face, and you basically just go around the area that you want to treat, or the whole face, just in circular motions. It's also very, very good for hair thinning. So you do get a comb with it, and you basically just brush it on the scalp area. You don't just brush it here, because that's not going to stimulate anything. It has to be in the scalp area itself, and that will stimulate your hair follicles. Now, I absolutely love the high frequency, and especially if you wake up in the morning and you've got really puffy eyes, you know, you actually get a little glass cylinder that is specially shaped for underneath the eye. But for this, I'm just going to run it along the under eye area, and when you do that, you are actually you're draining your lymphatic nodes, and then bring it down past the collarbone, and that is getting rid of that excess fluid from your skin and helping you with really puffy eyes. So if you suffer from puffy eyes in the morning, a few minutes with this, you know, while you're having a coffee or something, and that will really depuff the eyes. It's great for fine lines and wrinkles. It's also amazing for product penetration. So if you have on any of your products and you want it that bit deeper into the skin, you can also use this tool. This tool is also amazing if you're using it in combination with the Dermapen or the Derma Roller. They're really amazing tools for helping that anti-aging goal that you have in life. So anyway, guys, that's it. I'm going to go now. Finish off using my radio frequency tool, do it all over my face. Finish off doing this. I'm sure you don't want to sit here and watch me just move these tools around my skin. And I will obviously do this for 30 days and see the difference between using the Hifu and using the radio frequency. And I hope I see a noticeable difference. So anyway, guys, you take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.